What is up, guys? Today we have this cordless robotic pool cleaner here, and this is actually a really great valued cleaner. So before we actually get into this review, I want to mention that they did send me this product for free here. I told them I'll take it for free as long as I'm able to mention all the things I like about it and all the things I don't like, if any. So keep that in mind. Hope this review actually helps. So this right here is a cordless robotic pool cleaner, and this means that there is absolutely no cords to it at all. So let's actually talk about this cleaner here. What actually makes it such a good choice? Well, first, it's designed for pools up to 2,000 square feet, so you can use them in some pretty big pools. Physically here, you can see it's got a super bright blue pattern color to it, and it actually looks really cool. It really does pop when you're looking at it. In terms of physical weight right here, it comes in at about 19.8 pounds, so just under 20 pounds, which means it's actually pretty lightweight considering the features that it actually has. Now again, this is a completely cordless cleaner here, so it means that built inside of this is a 7,800 milliamp rechargeable battery. It takes roughly about 2.5 hours to fully charge this, so it's actually pretty fast, and a full runtime cycle of this is up to about 2.5 hours as well. This is nice because it means that it charges quickly, so if you need to run it again, you can just pop it on charger for 2.5 hours and then throw it back into the pool. Right over here, you have that nice little handle to grip onto. This is the outlet here where water actually comes out. You can see right here, it's got track-like style wheels on the sides over here, and on the bottom of this right here, you can actually see it's got a front scrubber and a rear scrubber, so two sets of brushes here. That's actually really nice, as well as this piece right here, this smaller piece right here on the inside. This is actually a brush as well, so it's got a ton of brushes to basically help it scrub away all that debris into the actual inlet right here, where it gets suctioned up to the debris basket right at the top right here. Now this is actually pretty great. It's an easy access top loading debris basket. The way you actually open this is basically there's two latches, one on the side right here, you pop open, and one on the other side right over here. Pop that open as well, and you pull this lid off right here, one lid, and then you get the actual debris basket right here. Pretty big size here, super easy to clean. All you really have to do is spray it down with an actual hose. Now I do want to mention, this is a fine filter, which works about 90% of the time. It'll capture all sorts of debris, medium, small, large size debris, leaves, twigs, branches, sand, rocks. It'll capture all that in the actual debris filter. However, if you get a lot of fine, super fine debris in your pool, if you get cloudy, milky water, if you get green algae, that sticky white filmy stuff that you can't really see but you can feel it in your pool, then yes, you will need an ultra-fine filter, and in this case there is no ultra-fine filter, so just keep that in mind. Now I do want to mention that popping this lid back on wasn't as easy as it looked there. It did take a little bit of practice. Basically there are tabs all along this that you have to push in and make sure it's all closed. You just latch it closed just like that on one side and that on the other side, but it does take some getting used to for the actual basket to lock itself in, so keep that in mind. Now, how do you actually control this robot? Well, take a look right here. You have the actual controls right over here. Okay guys, so to turn it on, you just go ahead and push that button. It'll blink and turn on, and what's great about this is it actually has voice prompts. Take a listen here. It says it's in wall only mode. This means that it'll focus only on the walls of your pool. Now let me press it again. Floor only mode. This will only focus on the floors of your pool. Finally, did you hear that? It said all cover mode. Basically, it focuses on the floors and walls of the pool. Majority of the time, you want to actually use that all cover mode, but it's nice you can actually switch modes and focus on just the floors or walls. Now, to turn it off, you just hold it again.
Please enjoy your pool. Goodbye.
It actually says goodbye to you as well, so that's actually really nice. So built inside this actual cleaner is a really great smart navigation system with preset patterns. What this means is that it's able to actually map and scan your pool, yes, but at the start when you put this in, it'll immediately start to run in your pool and it follows a pattern. This is really nice as opposed to other smart navigation systems in the past where when you first turn it on, you have to wait 10, 20, 30 minutes for it to slowly move around the pool to scan your pool. This just basically jumps right at it and follows a preset pattern depending on if it's cleaning the floors of your pool or the walls of your pool. It's really nice that way, and it combines it with that obstacle avoidance. So if it detects an object, it's able to actually get out of it as well. Now over here on the front of this right here, you can see this big piece right here. That's actually an ultrasonic sensor, and that's what actually helps with that obstacle avoidance. Awesome, it's actually included on this here. So one really cool feature about this cleaner here is this right here. Let me turn it around here. Right here, this is a removable battery pack. Yes, there are screws around here that you can actually take out and remove and change the battery yourself. If the battery ever breaks down, basically, you can actually easily swap it out. There really is no other cleaner on the market with a interchangeable removable battery that's that easy to take out. Usually it's actually built inside and you have to take the whole cleaner apart to get to that battery. So that's actually a really nice feature in case you ever need it. One of the main benefits of this cleaner here is the price. I talk about value here. This is actually one of the best value cleaners on the market right now. It'll clean the floors, walls, and waterline of your pool, and it does a really good job at that. So one thing I actually want to point out is the fact that this is a really great plug and play type of cleaner here, meaning you charge it, you turn it on, put it in the pool, it'll run, clean the pool, take it out, and you charge it again, and you repeat the process every time you want to use it. Turn it on and put it in the pool, plug and play. Now, however, on the other hand, if you're looking for a cleaner with smart capabilities, if you want an online app, smart features to be able to control it through an app, this does not have that. There is no app involved, at least not a good one. If this cleaner has an app, depending on the actual brand, it does not work well at all. Past experience has shown me that that app does not work well at all, so don't depend on that. The smart features, the app to this is not dependable. I do not recommend the app for this here. So if you're in the market for a cleaner with an online app, this is not the way to go. But on the other hand, if you want just a really simple plug and play type of cleaner, then this is a really good choice, a really great value again. Now, I have to be honest with you here as well. I have a ton of cleaners with smart features, and basically a majority of the time, I never go back into that app at all. If a cleaner actually does a really good job by itself, when I can power on and put it into the pool, I don't really check the app at all. So even though it's a really nice feature to have smart capabilities to have an app, some of the times, most of the times, I find myself not using it at all. So I talked a lot about this actual cleaner right here. Let's go ahead and put it into the pool and I'll show you how well it works. Guys, I'm ready to put the cleaner into the pool, and you don't want to just toss it into the pool, just place it gently inside. I'm going to start with floor only mode. Let's go ahead and put it inside and I'll show you how well it works. Okay guys, so you can see right here, the cleaner is in the pool. It's on floor only mode. I want to mention in floor mode, it will not climb the walls up here. It'll stop right there. It won't climb up the walls because it's focusing just on the floors of my actual pool there. So keep that in mind. In floor mode, it'll just clean the floors, it'll avoid walls, and avoid steps and ledges like that here. So just pay attention to it in floor only mode. Now, it's actually reaching the corner of my wall right here, so it should be able to turn around once it's done with this section here to go the other way. And from here, it's just going to go straight across here. So it basically finished this section right here, and it's going that direction now. So that's actually really great. I can really predict the floor pattern that it actually makes. And it'll slow down right over here. Won't go up the walls. Back up. Stop. Turn around. Turn a little again. And then go back in that pattern that direction over here. So take a look at the actual cleaner here. You can see it's going right for my main drain here. And what I've noticed that depending on the mode, it'll actually do a few things. First, in floor mode, it'll go over it and kind of get stuck, but it's not going to be stuck. It basically backs itself out. And that's basically its obstacle avoidance and those ultrasonic sensors being able to kick in and get it around the actual main drain. So that's really nice. This means that I don't have to knock it loose or anything like that. I actually have my drains on right now, so it is suctioning down right now, and it's still able to get out of that actual main drain. So that's awesome. A lot of cleaners will get stuck on that. This one doesn't. Here it goes again on it, and it backs back out and goes towards this direction. Awesome. Hey guys, so I have this on wall climbing mode now. Just take a look at it climb my actual wall. Just look at it clean the actual water line of the actual pool. It is very, very aggressive here, cleaning the water line of the pool here. I noticed that whenever it goes into waterline mode and pushing forward, it'll actually kind of pull itself up like it has so much power just to drag it up. All that force, just like that, it's going up again to kind of pull it up the wall. So that's how it generally works. Now watch it climb up this wall right here. I know it's in wall climbing mode and it's very, very aggressive. So take a look at this. Yep, look at that waterline scrubbing right there. Very, very aggressive cleaner. So I do want to mention in wall mode, it did move in that pattern where it came this direction, climbed up the wall, backed up, and moved this direction. And it's going to keep doing that along this wall here. Watch, it'll back up right here. Eventually it'll stop right over here. There. And then kind of turn the other direction, and then go straight that direction. It moves in that pattern here along the actual walls. Watch it go up the water line right there. Just like that. It really does follow a preset pattern for that wall climbing. And look at it straighten itself out over my ledge right here. So let's watch it go up all the way to my very steep wall right here. Look at that. And look at that. It's not turning over at all as well. It has that gyroscope inside and it doesn't actually flip over. You might see it pull itself up while it's moving, but that's because it's all that power that's pushing it up the walls. Just like that, it's actually pulled up right now, but it won't flip over. But if you look at it right there, it's actually able to climb up my tanning ledge. Just look at it right there. It's actually on my tanning ledge going across the actual edge of it right there. During certain times, it'll actually reach this entire section over here as well. Here's a look at it in wall climbing mode. You can see it kind of pops a wheelie when it's pushing with all that force to climb up the wall. It's not focused on the floor right now. That's why it's using all that force. That's why it looks like it's popping a wheelie here. But it'll actually use that force to go up the actual wall here. So if you see it in wall mode kind of pop a wheelie, that's actually normal here. It's just trying to get up the walls. You see? It actually reached the wall right there. And it scrubs the water line. There it goes, lifting itself up here to climb my tallest step right here. This is my tanning ledge. It goes all the way over there, and look at it go up right there, 4.5 feet over here to the actual wall water line right there. And there it goes, scrubbing that right there. Able to climb really steep steps here. So that's actually awesome. Okay guys, so take a look at the actual cleaner here. I have some steps right here and look at it go. It'll actually be able to climb up my step, my first step, my second step right here, and finally up here. This is my tanning ledge. Just take a look right here. Look at it. It actually reached my tanning ledge right here. That's actually pretty awesome. And there it goes on the tanning ledge. It is able to reach my tanning ledge that measures all the way over here and then the bigger area right over here. So it's nice that this cleaner at this price is able to reach this top area right here and clean it. Alright guys, so here's a quick look at the cordless cleaner in the actual pool here. It's actually running on floor mode right now. It moves along a S-like pattern along the floors whenever it's in floor mode. And I do want to mention, it does not climb walls or steps in this actual mode, just focuses on the actual floor here. And as you notice, there's actually two main drains on the actual floor here. It has no issue on it. It'll go over and back itself out if it's actually stuck, so that's great. It won't get stuck on the actual main drain at all. Awesome. Okay guys, so I'm switching it over to wall climbing mode here, and right off the bat you can see it climb right up the wall here. It does move in a pattern here, and it actually is able to climb really steep walls and ledges as well. Right over here you can see my tanning ledge over here. It's about 4.5 feet tall, and it goes straight up, and it's able to climb that tanning ledge, no issues. You can see it move along the wall right here from one wall to the next, and it's just a really aggressive waterline scrubber here. Now something I want to point out is that in wall mode you'll actually see it pull itself up because it has so much force climbing the walls. So if you see it kind of pop a wheelie before it actually climbs up the wall, that's actually normal in wall climbing mode. It's just that it has so much power to pull itself up. If you switch it over to all cover mode, it shouldn't do that as often because it's also switching the power to sucking on the actual floor as well. It divides power up there. So that's really nice. Right here, you can actually see the cleaner climb up my steep steps with no issues up to my tanning ledge and actually go along and clean my tanning ledge as well. So that's awesome. A lot of these value cleaners won't actually do that. This one does, which is great. So overall, you can see that this little cordless robotic pool cleaner right here actually works really well. It'll clean the floors of your pool, the walls of your pool, and the water line of your pool. It's a really simple plug and play type of cleaner here. It's cordless, so you don't have to plug it into the wall. You just have to recharge it. And it just works really well. If you don't need smart features, save yourself a bunch of money. This is a really great, excellent, good valued pool cleaner right here. Definitely a really good choice. Definitely a little pool cleaner here I recommend.
We hope this review helps.